Pitch was a pitch out of the zone. Here comes number 2, and it's low and away. And the home plate umpire tonight, Jerry Lane, he's going to have to loosen up a little bit, or we'll be here forever. Here's the 2-0 pitch. We're going to smash past the Cardinal third baseman, off Freeze's glove, and into foul territory. Kinsler made a long turn around first base, but he stopped on a good play by Percal as he went over to retrieve it over around the box seat wall over there, and it's a leadoff single.
Well, this is a Texas Ranger team that loves to run. With 143 stolen bases during the regular season, they were caught only 45 times. Their opponents swiped 85 bases.
And it brings in the shortstop, Elvis Andrus. He hit .279 during the regular season, had 5 homers and 60 RBIs. His postseason average is .262. No home runs and 5 runs batted in. And the pitch to him is we called it a pitch low, I guess, ball 1. It's going to be like that. We'll be here forever. What do you think, John?
I agree with you, Mike.
Jerry Lane is the home plate umpire tonight, and he is so cold his right arm is frozen.
It must be. If it's over the plate, it should be a strike. That's the idea, anyway.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Instead, it goes to first, and the runner, Kinsler's back safely. Kinsler is swiped 30, as John told you. Their shortstop, Andrus, is swiped 37. Infield look for the double play ball, and here's the 1-0 pitch. Runner goes, the throw, they're going to get him. He is out at second base. Almost a delayed steal there, wasn't it, John? Were you watching him? Did he hesitate, or what happened?
He took off, Mike, but he didn't get the great jump he wanted against Carpenter and Molina. And to me, this is going to be the interesting thing to watch in this series. These Rangers love to run. They love to take an extra base. But with Yadier Molina and the Cardinal pitching staff, that can just freeze a running game on the bases. And Molina cut down Kinsler. Kinsler was about 3 feet from the bag when he was tagged.
Well, it was the hit and run. I don't think it was a straight steal.
I think you're right.
And that's why he hesitated down there.
He didn't get the jump he wanted that way. You're right.
Here's the next pitch, and it's a strike call, and it's 1-2 now. He took a swing at the pitch when Kinsler was running, and that's why he hesitated. I was watching the pitch.
And then took a look back.
Yeah, right. Here's a pitch inside now, and it's even at 2-2. Usually, these games start off with a bang, and this is no different. Here's the next from Carpenter, and it's a 2-2 pitch from the Redbird right-hander. There's a ground ball, 2 out, but he backhands. Pitcher covers. Diving play by Carpenter as the throw from Albert was way out in front of Albert. He led him too far, and so Carpenter dived for the ball. He caught the ball, and then he slid over the first base bag.
Carpenter's lucky he didn't get spiked.
He was, after he caught the ball, and he slid into the base and tagged it, and then he covered up because he knew he was going to get crushed by the runner. And it goes 3-1. But what a start to this World Series in 2011. It's crazy, isn't it? What else? It's been crazy the last 6 weeks. So
you're right, Mike. What's different?
Nothing's different now. The Cardinal trainer is going to come out there and bring a towel for Carpenter. He said, nah, I don't need it. Let's go play ball. And standing in now is Josh Hamilton. He's their main guy. No matter what they tell you about the Young and Cruz and the whole bunch, this is the man right here, Josh Hamilton. And the first pitch to him is inside and low. And this is the first time he's facing a Carpenter in his career. Josh, during the postseason, has a .232 batting mark with 5 homers and 16 runs batted in. And the 1-0 pitch gets away from the Cardinal catcher, low and inside. Last year in the World Series, Hamilton, 5 games, had 2 hits and 20 at-bats, including a home run and 1 RBI.
Hamilton last played in the National League, Mike, with Cincinnati in 2007. And that was a season that Carpenter was out with surgery.
And here's the 2-0 pitch to the left-handed batter. Swinging a ground ball to the shortstop. Percal gets a nice shot, clears him out. After a half inning, as this crowd is really into it, Cardinals come to bat. No score. Sits in ball one. I'd say that Wilson has a few butterflies like most of these players do. 233, 4 homers and 15 RBIs for Kyle in postseason play. During the regular season, had 8 homers, 28 RBIs, and a 231 mark. And on a 1-0 pitch from the right side, he takes it right down center. Strike call.
Wilson last year against the Giants lost a game in his only start. 2 runs, 3 hits over 6 innings. He gave up a homer with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts.
Cool here tonight and windy, and pitch in the dirt, and it goes back to the screen and out of play, ball 2. Tell you what, with this wind and the temperature, we'll see who has trouble with their control and gripping the baseball. We talked a little bit about it on our pregame show, but a lot of times when it gets cool like this, some pitchers have a problem gripping the baseball. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and it's low, ball 3. And I thought Carpenter could possibly have that kind of a problem because he's had problems with slick baseballs before, a la Cincinnati. On a 3-1 for Kyle, taking all the way, looks at a high ball 4. And the Cardinals get the leadoff man aboard. They have a Beltre at third, Andrus is the shortstop, Kinsler at second, and Young the first baseman. It's Murphy in left, Hamilton in center, Cruz in right field with Napoli doing the catching. And it's John Jay. Jay during the regular season had 10 homers, 37 RBIs, a 297 average. This is his first World Series appearance. So is it for Kyle and Freeze and Punto. Here's the delivery, and it's outside low, ball 1, and Napoli walks out in front of the plate, calls time, and he wants to talk it over with C.J. Wilson. Hey, if you're coming to St. Louis for this World Series, take a Budweiser Brewery tour. If you need more information, visit BudweiserTours.com. Appears to me that Wilson's a little nervous. How about you, John?
Well, he's been around the strike zone and not over it or in it.
There's a man at first for Kyle. He drew the leadoff walk, and it's now John Jay. And here's the 1-0 delivery from the lefty. Strike at the knees. Delayed call by the home plate umpire, Jerry Lane. And that's about the first time he's called one for a strike at the knees.
Both pitchers need that low call tonight, Mike.
Wow. Strike's a strike. Here's
That's
the
what
next.
I think.
Swinging a ground ball to the first baseman is foul. Beltre, Andrus, Kinsler, and Young, they look for the double play ball. And it's quickly a 1-ball, 2-strike count now on John Jay.
But the old call him as you see him takes on different dimensions.
Outfielders play Jay to hit the left center, giving the right field line. And Wilson gets another sign. He comes set, checks on for Kyle, and throws over there, flat-footed step-off toss.
Which tells me he wanted a different sign.
The bearded left-hander looks in and gets another sign. As the one he wants after a long look, and he comes set. At the belt, he checks. Now pitches. Curveball, ground ball to the third baseman. That's going to be 2. Out at second and out at first. It is 5-4-3 as they almost took a little too much time. Kinsler did, getting that ball over to first base, and it brings in Albert Pujols with no one on and 2 out. The old double play ball bit the Cardinals numerous times this year, and it bites them in the first inning of the first game of the World Series.
Well, 169 during the regular season. That's a new National League record.
And missed the Major League record by 6, wasn't it? All right, it's Albert Pujols. They play very deep, playing the pull. Second baseman is almost directly behind the second base bag as the pitch comes. Albert takes a strike call, fastball, right there at 90 miles per. So that takes a lot of the butterflies out of the pit of C.J. Wilson. Here's the next to Albert, and he swings it, drills it to the third baseman, and he catches it. Then the inning's over. After 1 inning, Cardinals and Texas, first game of the World Series, were scoreless. Young to start it off. He's 2 for 6 lifetime while facing Chris Carpenter. During the postseason play, 236 average with 2 homers and 14 RBIs. And in World Series plays last year in 5 games, he was 5 for 20. And the right-handed hitting first baseman looks at it outside and low, ball 1. Yeah, it's a very tight strike zone with Mr. Lane behind the plate tonight. The 1-0 pitch. Outside and low, ball 2, 2-0. No fun just seeing guys take all the time. These umpires throw up that right hand, and you'll see action instead of ball 1, ball 2. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a foul. And a souvenir for one of the folks over on the left side as the man on deck, Beltre, flips it into the seats. He had some season, Beltre. 32 homers, 105 RBIs, and he batted .296. This guy, no slouch. Michael Young, and he grounds it to the shortstop. Big hop for Kyle, drills him out. And that's how the second inning starts. 0-0 game. Young during the regular season, 11 homers, 106 RBIs, and a .338 average. Beltre, 1 for 3 lifetime against Carpenter. And against the Cardinals lifetime, Beltre has 8 home runs and a .271 average. During the regular season, he had 32 homers and 105 runs batted in, and he batted .296. And he takes a strike at the knee. Good pitch. Adrian Beltre.
Well, Beltre coming over from Boston, there was so much talk back in spring training about Young being moved. But they got him to buy into the concept of being jack of all trades, if you will, a guy who can DH and play first base, play third base when needed, and they wanted to keep his bat in the lineup, and it worked out very well for all concerned.
And Beltre has taken over at the third and Young at first. Here's a ground ball, hard hit, smash off of the glove of Freeze again, and it's into that box seat area, and it's going to go for a double, a one-out double. They pull the ball a lot, much like that Big Red machine back in the 70s. Used to pull it over there, and if you play him to pull, you can't get the ball off the bat, I'll tell you that. And if you can't see it off the bat, there's no sense in playing close to the line, because you're not going to catch it anyway because you don't see it. And that's twice now that a ball is going off of the third baseman's glove. They were catchable balls, both hard hit, both to his right. But from playing over there, John, I learned a long time ago, it doesn't do you any good to guard the line because you can't see the ball off the bat. Here's the pitch now, and it's a strike called to Nelson Cruz. He's the guy that just destroyed the American League Championship Series.
And he was hitting 7th in the lineup, flip-flopped with Mike Napoli here for Game 1 of the World Series, but Cruz batting 6th.
During the regular season, though, he had 29 homers and 87 RBIs, batted .263. The pitch to him. Outside, misses, and the count's even 1-1. Cruz last year played in all 5 of the games. San Francisco beat him, as you know. He was 4 out of 20, but he had a home run and 3 RBIs out of those 4 hits. They play him to hit in the right center. And with a man at second, he takes it outside, and it's 2-1. Face open, Napoli on deck. So Carpenter's not going to give Cruz anything good to hit. He has him with a 2-1 count.
It is cold and windy.
Here's the pitch. Outside and low again, and it's 3-1. He'll probably walk him. If he won't go for something out of the strike zone, he'll walk. Tomorrow, Colby Lewis will go against Jaime Garcia. We're on the air tomorrow with our pregame at 5:30. And first pitch is at 7:05. How's everything here in St. Louis? Listening in on KMOX. Swing and a miss. He went for one out of his own, and that's what the Cardinals are. They're not going to throw him a strike. And if he's not going to be patient, he's going to go for it. That pitch was low
cutter.
Almost on the ground.
Well, he walked 33 times, striking out 116 in the regular season.
Long look, and now Carpenter's set. Checks it second. 3-2 pitch for Cruz. He walked. said if he wasn't going to swing, he'd walk him, and he did. And here's Mike Napoli. This guy had 30 home runs this year. That ballpark is a bandbox, isn't it, John?
Well, it has some big dimensions, Mike, but the ball flies there. And it did for Napoli and the others. 30 home runs, a career high. A 320 career high batting average. Used to catch for Mike Scioscia over in Anaheim.
They really couldn't get along, though, and so here he is with Texas and back in the World Series. First and second, and a fastball is a strike call. First and second, 1 out, second inning, nothing game. We're going to give you a station break here shortly, especially for the folks here in St. Louis that listen in on KMOX. And all through the country, you can get us on KMOX. When the sun goes down, here's the pitch for Napoli. Swing and a miss. This is the Cardinals Baseball Network.
Whether you're a first-time home buyer, refinancing, or moving into a new home.
Hi, this is Lance Berkman of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Another home run for Berkman. Man, he's murdering these guys.
You're listening to Cardinals Baseball on Sirius XM.
KHD3 St. Louis.
A 1-out double by Beltre. They walked Cruz on a 3-2 pitch, and now on an 0-2, it's a Napoli, and here comes that delivery from Carpenter. It's just outside low. There was a ball, 1-2.
Napoli hit well when getting to a 2-strike count during the regular year, batting over .290.
One of the few players in the league that chokes the bat. He does from the right side. Bearded Texas catcher takes another outside. It's even at 2 apiece. Carpenter didn't like that baseball. He gets another. Once again, we'll reiterate about the baseball and the pitchers. When it gets cold like this, some pitchers have a difficult time feeling the baseball. And basically, Carpenter's had a history of that. 2-2 count, first and second, 1 out, and now a piece of a hot dog wrapper or paper gets blown near home plate. And Yachty takes care of that. And we're back to business. Carpenter looks in again and gets a sign. Napoli was 0-2, and now he's 2-2. First and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swinging a double play ball. Out at second and out at first. It goes 6, 4, 3. And as we go to the bottom of the second, and it will be Holiday, Berkman, and Freeze. If anyone gets on, Molina. Holiday, during 4 World Series games, hit .294 with a homer and 3 RBIs. In postseason play, he's hit .303 with 7 homers and 16 RBIs, and he stands in to lead it off against C.J. Wilson. The left-hander from California gets his sign, and his first pitch to Holiday is a strike called on the outside corner. They give Matt the left field line and just a little bit of left center. The center fielder Hamilton is pulled over in the right center. Infielders are deep and straight away in the pitch. Line drive almost off of the pitcher to the second baseman, and Kinsler throws him out. That ball might have touched the pitcher. He tried to kick it with his foot, but he missed it. And it's a good thing because his second baseman was playing Matt the pull, and he made an easy play of it. Here is Berkman. Berkman has also played in 4 World Series games, batted .385 and drove in 6 runs. He'll stand in from the right side, the switch hitter. And they'll play him exactly like they played Holiday. Exactly. And the first pitch by Wilson to Berkman is a breaking pitch inside ball 1. On deck, it's David Freeze. Long look, and now the 1-0 delivery. Way outside, ball 2. 2-0. Cardinals are yet to have a base hit. The hardest hit ball by a Cardinal is the line drive that Pujols hit to the third baseman, Beltre, in the first inning. Beltre is guarding the line, and he's deep in the pitch. Strike call, 2-0 pitch. In just above the knees. Fastball at 91 miles per hour.
Wilson used to throw a lot harder, Mike, when he was a closer. The night's around 89, 91, 92.
And he fires low, and it's 3-1. Berkman during postseason play has 8 home runs. No World Series home runs for the switch hitter.
As he played in 05 against the Chicago White Sox, hitting .385 with 6 RBIs.
And you called that World Series too for the White Sox, didn't you, John?
I sure did.
Here's a ground ball slowly hit to the third baseman. Beltre gloves, throws. He got it. 2 away. Beltre has played in the National League, so he knows a lot of these Cardinal players. And you knew he's played against Berkman. And he knew he could take his time.
The MVP of the National League Championship Series stands in.
David Freese, and he's playing in his first World Series game in his own hometown.
It's a long, long way from Lafayette High School, and every bit as long, though, from the San Diego Padre organization days to this day.
And the delivery to him is inside ball 1.
He was traded for Jim Edmonds.
Jimmy was here the other night, one of the postseason games. Here's the next for Freese, and it's inside again, ball 2, 2-0. On deck, Yachty. 0-0 game, second inning action. The only man to reach second base thus far has been Beltre with a 1-out double. He's their third baseman. And on a 2-0 pitch with no one on, 2 out, David Freese in this 0-0 game takes it low and outside. It's 3-0.
David really cut down on his strikeouts from the series against the Phillies to the Milwaukee series. He has 11 for the postseason, but most of those were against the Phils. And by being more patient at the plate, got better pitches to hit, and won the MVP of the League Championship Series.
He's swinging on 3-0, and he takes it. He was going to swing, and he took it. It was a little high, and it's a strike call, and it's 3-1. Looked like he had the green light.
I think he did, Mike.
And now the 3-1 pitch by Wilson. He walked. It was low. And it brings in Molina. Yachty is playing in his 9th World Series game. In the previous 8, he's hit .350 with a RBI. And during the playoffs, all told, .305 average with 2 homers and 14 runs batted in. So Freese, the second Cardinal base runner at first base. Both base runners have been walks by Wilson. He's walked 2. And he pitches to Yachty. Molina, 14 home runs during the regular season.
His brother Benji played with these Rangers last year in the postseason.
Here's a breaking pitch. It's low. Ball 1. Yachty is 1 for 7 lifetime against Texas pitching. Berkman has played in the most games against Texas. .283 average with 11 home runs. And the 1-0 pitch. It's low. 2 balls, no strikes. Freese at first. 2 outs. Second inning action. 0-0 game. Game 1 of the 2011 World Series starts right here in St. Louis, Missouri. And on a 2-0 pitch, Molina takes it outside. Ball 3, 3-0. They give Molina the left field line and give him a little bit of left center. And here's the well, they've got 2-1 up there. It's 3-0, isn't it? Call one of those a strike. There's a foul into the seats down the right side.
I think they called one of them a strike, Mike. 2-2.
You're kidding. So this home plate umpire, he has that delayed call. So it's a 2-2 count now. There goes another hot dog wrapper flying across the booth here. It's windy. Swirling in the ballpark. And Freeze at first base with 2 outs. Molina looking for something from C.J. Wilson. And the lefty checks, and he now pitches. Up and in. Almost hit him. It's full. The runner will roll. They're going to play behind him over there? No, they're going to hold him on. They're going to hold him on. So Yachty will get a slow start in this 3-2 delivery with 2 downs. Now a time call as he knocks him third from the street. Wilson does.
Hamilton in center field is playing in some and toward right field, and Nelson Cruz, he plays in a few steps in right as well.
Well, the big hole's in the left field corner. All right, Yachty will go on this 3-2 pitch, and here it comes. There he goes. Swinging a slowly hit ball off to the left and out of play off the bat of Yadier Molina. Freeze will return to first base. And he's not getting a very good break, so it'll take something unusual off the bat of Molina to score Freeze all the way from first here. With 2 outs. Nothing game, bottom of the second. Here it comes. There he goes. Swinging a ground ball to the shortstop. Big hop. Throw across. After 2, John Rooney will tell you about the third. The Texas Rangers and the St. Louis Cardinals, after 2 innings, are scoreless.
In the regular season, here's a big bender in there. Great curveball by Carpenter. 0-2 on Murphy.
Well, if he gets that pitch over, John, he'll be tough tonight.
Hitting room, deep right center field for the left-handed batter. The pitch by Carp. Inside, a check swing by Murphy. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So that's the cutter that he throws in about anywhere from 86 to 88, 89. And then the fastball a couple miles an hour is faster than that.
Here's a pitch taken a little bit low. Ball 2, 2-2.
But these pitchers blowing into their pitching hand almost after every pitch is thrown.
49 degrees at game time. The pitch swung on and lined to Punto at second. Murphy lines out to the Cardinal second baseman. 1 down. You know, Chevy has built a great lineup of vehicles, and there's one waiting for you right now at your Mid-America Chevy dealer. You wanted better gas mileage? The 42 miles per gallon, the Cruise Eco. 33 miles per gallon for the Malibu, and 32 miles per gallon for the Equinox. You can find the right vehicle for you. Go online right now to stlchevy.com, and then tomorrow visit your Mid-America Chevy dealer and make a great deal.
You go watch this guy. This guy's a pretty good hitter, a pretty good swinger anyway.
C.J. Wilson, big swing and a miss, 0-1, 1 out of 4. That was a triple, and he scored a run during interleague play during the regular season. He's the Ranger starter, a left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Carpenter's 1 strike pitch. Over but low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This guy's a good athlete, though.
And former Missouri Tiger Ian Kinsler is on deck. Hitting room, deep right center field. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Carpenter threw his fastball moving down and away to C.J. Wilson. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jay plays in a few steps and over toward left field in center. The middle infielders are on the outfield grass. The pitch by Carpenter, swing and a fly ball. Jay moves over left center field, waits for it, plays the wind, makes the catch. Wilson flies out, 2 down. Here's Ian Kinsler. Kinsler reached on the base hit off David Freese's glove in the first inning. Then was caught stealing in what appeared to be a hit and run. Andrews was swinging on the pitch and missed it. Yadier Molina threw Kinsler out at second. Kinsler wears a uniform, pants bloused at the knees. The Rangers have their blue jerseys on, blue caps and helmets. Kinsler showing a lot of the blue socks. The pitch upstairs, 1-0. Kinsler wears uniform number 5 for the Rangers. Right-hander facing right-hander. Carpenter with the kick and the pitch. Kinsler takes it for a strike at the knees. Well, the World Series, a little longer pregame activity for you on KMOX. Now 5:30 start for the pregame tomorrow. First pitch at 7:05. There's a swing and a miss. Carpenter with a low fastball. See for yourself. Give them a call. Take a tour. Garden View Care Centers at 636-449-7575. 636-449-7575 or online at gvcc.com. Here's C.J. Wilson with the sign. The windup. The first pitch. Punto takes it inside. 1-0. Nick is playing in his first World Series. A career .214 postseason hitter through 15 games. With 4 runs batted in, 1 double. Punto drives it into center field, a base hit. There's the Cardinals' first hit in the 2011 World Series. Carpenter's job, move him along. Carp sacrificed 9 times during the regular season, 47 times for his career. Looking for his first sacrifice this postseason. Carpenter bats with Punto on base. Carpenter squares around the bunt. In at third, Adrian Beltre. Over at first base, Young is holding. A lead by Punto, with Wilson giving him a look. Wilson from the belt. The pitch. Carpenter shows bunt, takes it away. Ball 1, and when the pitch crossed the plate, Beltre was about 15 feet, maybe 12 feet away from Chris Carpenter. Oh, that was called a strike. 0-1 the count. Didn't look like Carp offered on that one. First base umpire on the appeal called it a strike. That's Greg Gibson. 0-1 on Carp. With the third baseman charging, Carp takes it away. And is that a ball or a strike? Let me know. That's a ball. Okay. Same thing Carp did the first time. No appeal. So it's 1-1. Chris takes a look to the third base coach, Jose Oquendo. With Adrian Beltre breathing right down Carpenter's neck. Here's the pitch. Carpenter tries to bunt and missed it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Beltre's charging at third base. So close to the line, so close to Carpenter. May be bothering Chris. Carpenter checks with Jerry Lane, the home plate umpire. And Lane tells him it's 1-2. Chris is trying to advance Punto. Wilson throws to first base. Carpenter was still showing bunt with 2 strikes. Carpenter stands up in the box, up toward the front. Wilson working from the third base side of the rubber. Checks out the signs offered by Mike Napoli. The 1-2 pitch with Carpenter trying to bunt. He gets it down up the third base line. It goes foul. Carpenter is out. Strike 3. He fouled it off trying to bunt, and that's a strikeout. The first of the night for C.J. Wilson. Here's Rafael Percal with Punto going back to first base. Percal walked and was out on a double play ball by John Jay. Last year, Percal was playing with the Dodgers, batted .300. This year, he hit .231 combined with the Dodgers and Cardinals. Batted .255 while wearing the birds on the bat. Played in 50 games for the Cardinals in the regular season. He has 4 career postseason home runs. It's Percal's first World Series. The former Brave and Dodger holds the bat high, and the pitch right down the middle. Strike 1 called. Each team has left a runner on. The Rangers have out hit the Cardinals so far, 2-1. Punto led off this inning with a base hit. He takes a lead at first with Young holding. The pitch by Wilson, a swing and a foul slashed off to the right. 0-2 on Percal. The Cardinals have 52 overall World Series wins. 3 of those in this ballpark. They split in Detroit in '06, then came home to win 3 in a row, finishing off the World Series here. That was the Cardinals' 10th World Series championship. A move to first base and back in safely Nick Punto. Wilson leans against the rubber. The 6'1" left-hander from California is ready. The lead at first base for Punto. From the belt, the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Percal chased a pitch down and in, striking out. Wilson gets his second strikeout. Wilson threw the slider that was over the inside corner, and then by the time it got to Percal, the ball was about ankle high and took a short bounce in the dirt to Napoli. 2 strikeouts, but Carpenter trying to bunt, and Percal swinging after the leadoff hit by Punto. John Jay is 0 for 1 with a ground ball double play. Hitting room deep right center. The pitch, broken back ground ball, dribbled to the second baseman Kinsler. He throws out John Jay. The Cardinals are out and could not move Punto along. Low, Carpenter went diving for it like a ground ball. Caught the throw, went sliding into first base, getting the glove right on top of the bag and his body on first base. When Andrus took a step just missing Carpenter, and Chris got him for the out. And here's a pitch up and in, opening up the top of the 4th. 0-0 here in St. Louis. Andrus, Hamilton, and Young. If somebody gets on base, Adrian Beltre. The pitch by Carpenter. Swing and a chopper foul, third baseline. 1 ball, 1 strike. Elvis Andrus, 268 for Texas last season, 279 this year with 5 home runs. And he can go get the ball at shortstop. The pitch to the right-handed batter showing bunt. He pulls back to take a curve outside. 2-1. Andrus takes a practice swing outside the batter's box. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul, 2-2, and that one caught Yadier Molina, who jumped up from behind the plate and moves up the first base line doing some squatting. He may have been hit on the right knee by that one.
And even though they had those shin guards on, and you catch one just right, it goes right through those shin guards.
It doesn't seem to help much, does it, Mike?
No. I mean, it helps. Don't get me wrong. Probably, if he wouldn't have had that on, he'd have had a broken kneecap or something like that. But, you know, this thing's really a stinger because he still isn't ready to go. And the umpire is going to walk out there to give Yadi a little chance to recoup. Now the trainer comes out.
Molina doing some squatting, gets up, walks around behind home plate. Jerry Lane's out there talking to Chris Carpenter. Professional courtesy, giving Yadier a little more time to try to catch his breath, collect his thoughts, and shake off the sting of that foul ball. We get a look at it now here on the replay. See where Yadi was hit. It was a foul ball.
It caught him.
Did it catch him on the right shoulder?
It caught him on the thumb, okay?
Oh, that's what happened. You're right.
And even, you know, you don't catch that thing in the pocket, it'll hurt bad, and it did.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that gets away from Molina, ricocheting off to the left. 3-2 and a low pitch to Elvis Andrus. I think Yadi had one of those the last game in Milwaukee.
Exactly right.
Well, for a moment I thought that the foul ball bounced and caught him on the knee or just went under his glove and hit him on the knee, but hit him on the thumb. Swing and a miss. Yadi hangs on to that one. Andrus strikes out. That's the first strikeout for Carpenter in this one. And Josh Hamilton will come to bat with nobody on base and 2 outs.
I'll tell you what, though, all the foul balls hurt, but that one that catches you on the thigh, that thing really.
Oh, that does. Nope.
You never get injured from it, but boy, does it hurt.
Oh, does it ever. Nobody on base and 1 out, and here's a strike to Josh Hamilton after the strikeout to Andrus.
Well, you know about all those.
Oh, I've been. Anybody who gets behind the plate, amateur, professional, those people take a beating. The catchers, the umpires, and somehow they keep going. Ball one, strike one. The count on Josh Hamilton.
It's like the old Timex, isn't it?
But you know what, Mike? It seems when you get hit in a certain area, you're going to get hit there later in the game.
Exactly right.
Holding up on the swing. No, he did not. There was a breaking ball down and in. A cutter from Carpenter. Hamilton, he bit on it and couldn't hold up in time. A strike is called by the home plate umpire, Jerry Lane. There was no need for an appeal. 1-2 on Hamilton with one away. The pitch on the way. Strike three called right down the middle.
That was a straight change, wasn't it? It appeared to be. They got the 90-something on the radar gun, but it didn't appear to be. Let's take another look at it on the replay here.
Carpenter's been keeping his fastball down. Mike, it was two-seamer. Came back over the inside corner. Had movement.
That's what got him. The ball was inside to Hamilton, and then it tailed and caught the plate.
Perfect pitch. And now Michael Young. Young swings and misses a cutter, strike one.
He's got real good movement on that fastball tonight, doesn't he, John?
And then he throws the cutter. That's just a little variation. Now you see it, and then it's off the plate.
But if he gets that curveball over, watch out.
The 0-1. Young takes a curveball, and that's called a ball right there. Carpenter wanted to call. He doesn't like it. Kicks the dirt in front of the rubber. 1-1 on Michael Young. The pitch. Fastball outside, ball two.
Well, that wasn't outside either. Man, I'm telling you. Jerry Lane is stingy back there, isn't he?
He has been so far in this game. We're in the fourth inning. The 2-1 pitch. Chopper to the shortstop for call. Gloves a waist-high bounce and throws out Michael Young. Punto single leading off the third. The Carpenter for Colin Jay could not move Pujols or move Punto off first base, and let's see if Pujols can get something started here in the fourth. Albert lined out to the third baseman, even though the replay showed the ball took one hop to the third baseman. Beltre threw the ball across, but the third base umpire called it a catch in the air. Pujols takes way inside. A cut fastball from C.J. Wilson. The 30-year-old left-hander with the sign. Here comes the pitch. Pujols takes low, 2-0. Albert with a widespread balanced stance in the right-handed batter's box. Wears white batting gloves, waves the bat over the plate. A very deep left field for David Murphy. The pitch to Pujols, fouled off at home plate. 2-1. Wilson rubs up a new baseball. And over half of ball cancers can be prevented by things you can do. Step up to the plate, get your personal prevention tips. Just Google Siteman, S-I-T-E-M-A-N. Then click on the link, Your Disease Risk. Brought to you by Siteman Cancer Center at Barnes-Jewish and Washington University. Pujols calls time, steps away from home plate. Albert hit a home run in the deciding game of the National League Championship Series in Milwaukee. He takes inside, was hit by the pitch. Pujols goes to first base, and the leadoff man is on for the third time in 4 innings. But the Cardinals now are trying to get their first runner to second base in this game against Wilson. The pitch was inside, hit the dirt, and hit Albert on the left ankle. Wilson was making sure that ball stayed in. So it's 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and a single. That's what Wilson has given up so far to the Redbirds. Now Matt Holliday. Holliday holds the bat down on the knob. The pitch by Wilson, a swing, and the ball is sliced to right field. That gets down and goes to the corner. Albert Pujols is on his way to third, and he's going to pull up on the double by Holliday. As Pujols was running a little bit slower after being hit on the ankle by a pitch. A double for Holliday. And that's his third career postseason double. Boy, Holliday's been doing a good job in recent games of taking the ball the other way.
Tell you what, Cruz did a pretty good job of playing that ball down in the right field corner, too, to keep Albert, who's not running very well after that ball hit him on the toe. He might have a broken toe, you know, the way he's running over there.
I think he got hit on the ankle by that thing.
Is that what it was, in the ankle?
It bounced in the dirt and then either hit him on the side of the foot or right on the ankle.
Here's where you have to score.
Second and third, nobody out. Lance Berkman is up and time called, with Wilson taking too much time reading signs. The Cardinal fans are standing at Busch Stadium waving their rally towels. Berkman has a lot of hitting room out by the Budweiser sign in left center field. From the stretch, Wilson to Berkman. Outside, and Berkman checked his swing. Lance is up there batting right-handed against Wilson.
This guy has a really good changeup, and that's the first time we've seen it. He hasn't thrown it very much tonight, but Berkman's faced this guy 14 times. He's 3 for 14, including a ground out his first time up.
Well, with Houston and Texas playing interleague. Here's the pitch. Berkman chops it to the right side.
Beautiful.
The ball bounces past Young and to the right field corner. Picked up by Cruz. The Cardinals get 2 runs on a long single by Berkman. 2-0 Cardinals in the bottom of the fourth.
That's what's so dangerous about Berkman, especially from the right side. Well, he can do it from both sides, but from the right side, you never know where he's going to spray the ball, do you, John?
This guy's a professional hitter, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
He saw an outside pitch, just chopped it to the right side. The ball bounced in foul territory on the first bounce, then went fair inside the first base bag past Young. Now Cruz hustled over to keep the ball from going all the way to the wall. He got the ball over by the sidewall and prevented Berkman from taking an extra base. But the hit drives in too. The hit by pitch and the double have scored. Here's David Freese. 3 consecutive base runners. 2 runs are in. The pitch, a swing and a fly ball down the right field line. This is twisting foul out of play beyond the reach of Nelson Cruz. 0-1 on Freese. He walked and was left on base in the second. So the Cardinals have struck first in the 2011 World Series. And it was the big guys. Pujols took one for the team with a hit by pitch. He advanced to third on Holiday's double, and Berkman drove in 2. Freese hits another foul out of play off to the right, and he's in the hole 0-2. David hit .297. He was out with a broken hand for a while. Came back from surgery on both ankles during the offseason. And he put together a .297 year with 10 homers, 55 RBIs. He had 4 homers, driving in 14 runs in the first 2 sections of postseason play this year. A pitch inside, he dances out of the way, 1-2. David Freese. Mentioned his first time up, really cut down on his strikeouts from the Philadelphia Division Series to the Milwaukee National League Championship Series. He's behind here, 1-2. Wilson with the pitch, and Freese takes low and in. 2-2. Nothing Cardinals in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nobody out. Berkman jumps off to a lead at first base, about a 3 or 4 step lead with Michael Young holding. Kinsler and Andrews look for a double play ball in the middle infield. Throw over to first, and Berkman is back in. Over at third base, Adrian Beltre plays behind the bag and off the line. They have David Murphy in left field off the line. The center fielder, Hamilton, plays toward right. Nelson Cruz is straight up and a few steps in right field for David Freese. The pitch by Wilson, a swing and a high fly ball center field. This is sending Hamilton back. He's in front of the track, now on the track to make the catch. 2 steps away from the wall. Berkman tags and makes second base sliding. So that long fly ball, about 395 feet to straightaway center field, advances Berkman 90 feet. So the Cardinals got something out of that.
Very good base running, no doubt about that. He saw that the ball wasn't going to leave the ballpark, so he immediately went back to tag up. And Hamilton dead against the 400 foot mark out in center field. Couldn't get it back in time. So now a chance for Yadier Molina to add to the 2-0 Cardinal lead.
Runner in scoring position. Berkman at second. Molina grounded out to the shortstop, Elvis Andrus, to end the Cardinals' second inning. 2-0 Redbirds, bottom of the fourth. Yadier Molina, slightly open stance. Holds the bat right down on the knob. Berkman leads at second. The pitch by Wilson. Swing and a ground ball to the shortstop. Andrus makes the play. Berkman goes back to second, and Andrus throws out Molina. For the second time tonight, Molina has grounded out to the Rangers shortstop.
It'd be interesting. You think they'll put Punto on and pitch to Carpenter? I would, wouldn't
We'll
you?
see as Punto got the base hit leading off the third inning. Hit the ball sharply in the center field. Punto got a hit.
Yeah, they're
His first World Series at bat. Napoli is standing, waiting for Punto to stand in.
They're going to walk.
And they're going to put him on. The walk is the third of the night. This was an intentional pass. 3 walks and a hit by pitch so far for Wilson in 3 2/3.
Now, if Wilson makes a mistake, Carpenter is a guy that can put the ball in play. There's no doubt about that.
Well, Chris has 2 home runs, 21 runs batted in for his major league career during regular season play. And here comes ball 3. One more live one. The Cardinals will have runners at first and second, 2 out for Chris Carpenter. This inning started with Albert Pujols hit by a pitch. Holiday doubled to right field. Albert made third, and then Berkman chopped a single inside the first base bag down the right field line, scoring Pujols and Holiday. Breeze hit a fly ball to the warning track in center field, advancing Berkman to second. Then Molina grounded out to Andrus, the shortstop, and Punto just took ball 4 for the intentional walk. That's the Cardinal story in the 4th inning. Here's Carpenter with 2 outs and 2 men on. C.J. Wilson, 16-7 in the regular season, but he's 1-4 for his career in postseason play. The lefty peers in for the sign from the belt. A look to second. The pitch to Carpenter, swing and a miss. Threw him a slow ball on the first one. Chris was out in front looking for something with a little more velocity. Carpenter swings and misses. A pitch in the 70s. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Berkman leads away from second, Punto from first. Carpenter swings and misses. A curveball down and in. 0-2 on Chris. Carpenter has a couple of runs to work with. They'll be facing Adrian Beltre, Nelson Cruz, and Mike Napoli. 5, 6, and 7 in the Ranger order in the 5th inning. 0-2 on Carpenter. Now from the belt. The pitch by Wilson. Swing and a miss.
World Series. You know, you can follow every pitch with the MLB.com at bat 11 for your iPhone, your iPad, your Android. Get live audio, pitch-by-pitch tracking, video highlights, and much more. Just text at bat 31826 or visit Cardinals.com for details. Standard messaging and rates apply. First pitch to Beltre is upstairs, a curveball, and it missed ball 1. The next. Over but low, 2-0. This one in the dirt. Beltre doubled his first time up. In his first World Series at bat, he doubles. Now he shoots a line drive into right field for another base hit. Leadoff single here in the 5th inning. And the tying run will come to the plate in the person of Nelson Cruz. Cruz walked his first trip. 29 homers during the regular season and batted .263. Cold here in St. Louis in the 40s. And about the same weather expected for the game tomorrow, although we're not supposed to have much precip. We had quite a bit of rain, not any heavy rain, here in the St. Louis area all morning long and into the afternoon. Here's a swing and a foul back, and boy, Cruz had a nice, sharp, compact swing at that one, fouled it back. Leadoff single by Beltre. The Cardinals have turned 1 double play tonight and picked up 99-99. They'd like another right here. Infielders of Freeze, Fracao, Punto, and Albert look for the DP, and breaking pitch is low, and it's 1-1. 0-3-0 Texas, 2-3-0 Cardinals. They're dead straight away, infield, outfield, very, very deep for Cruz. The pitch swing, low. 2 balls and a strike. I think you got to find out if this guy is going to stay hot or not and go after him. How about you?
Well, if you pick. He'll pick on a pitch and burn you. Or you walk him and let somebody like Napoli or Murphy do some damage.
The 2-1 pitch now. Swinging a foul into the seats and out of play. Well, this guy's a much improved hitter. There's no doubt about that. I've seen him in the past. Long look. Carpenter with a new baseball has the sign. He checks and delivers. Cruz takes a half swing, holds up. The pitch is just slow, and it's a full count. Let's see if they start the runner now. Beltre stole 1 base during the regular season. Cruz, as you know, he'll strike out quite often.
But Ron Washington likes to run, Mike.
He does. We'll see if he starts the runner. He is not going. And a swing and a miss on a 3-2 breaking ball. And that's the 3rd strikeout for Carpenter, and his biggest thus far. But you know, it's almost impossible to stay hot, as hot as this guy was in the American League Championship Series. And you have 2 days, 3 days off. A lot of times you'll cool down, and he missed the breaking ball. It was a hanger, and he missed it.
Well, this postseason is a marathon. You think the season is a marathon, but this takes on a whole life of its own.
Doesn't it, though?
With the best of 5 division series, best of 7 LCS, and now the best of 7 World Series.
Here's a pop-up. It's going to go foul out of play into the seats off the bat up at Napoli. Boy, what a year this guy had. I mean, he wasn't even their #1 catcher when they came into spring training. This guy won the job, and not only has he taken over the #1 job behind the plate, but he hit 30 home runs and batted .320.
And they have 2 pretty good catchers on the roster behind him. Torrealba, we've seen him in the National League, and Matt Trainer, who used to play with Florida. He was with Kansas City and these Texas Rangers.
So Napoli broke his bat on that foul, and he gets a new one. Man at first base, and that is Beltre with a leadoff single. He's there with 1 out now, and the Cardinals want another double play ball. Freeze guarding the line at 3rd again. And the pitch. Swinging a long one into right field. This is trouble. It's going to leave the park. It does, and this game is tied. Holy mackerel. He hit that ball a ton, didn't he? It was up, and he hits a 2-run homer, Napoli does, and this game is 2-2. Whew, that thing was scorched.
His first World Series home run, his 4th career postseason home run. Carpenter was shaking off Yachty a couple of times before agreeing to the pitch.
But he got that ball up. Probably another breaking ball. Let's see. No, it's a fastball up out over the plate. And I don't think I've seen a right-handed batter hit one that far to the opposite field this year in this ballpark. That thing went past the first box seat section out in right field, went into the walkway out there. And it's a tie game now, 2 apiece. Woo! What a blast. Now it is David Murphy. And a strike is called, and that'll even the count, 1-1. You've seen a ball by a right-handed batter go that far this year, John? That's the furthest, isn't it?
No, we've seen some baseballs hit pretty hard out there by Freeze. Craig can hit the ball very well to right field, but that was a blast. Mammoth home run.
And now it's a half swing and a steer-right call. And it's 2-2 now on David Murphy, the left fielder. He lined out his first time up. 2-2 game, 5th inning action. And it's outside, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, Washington flip-flopped Cruz and Napoli. Washington is getting unbelievable results out of the number 7 hitter.
Carpenter about to throw pitch number 73. He does. Swing and a miss. Boy, he took a swing at the ball 4, and he's down on strikes. 4 Ks now for Carpenter, and we owe you a station break. Let's take it now. This is the Cardinals Baseball Network.
Hi, this is Mark McGuire of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Man of the hour, Mark McGuire.
You're listening to Cardinals Baseball on Sirius XM.
Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cardinal Baseball on KMOX HD, KZK HD3 St. Louis.
C.J. Wilson is at the plate, and the first pitch to him is high outside, ball 1. Wilson now can swing the bat, and he swings and taps it foul.
The light rain here at Busch Stadium.
Add to the coolness of the evening. It is a light, almost like a drizzle. No one on, 2 outs, 1-1 pitch. Up and in. They play Wilson to hit into left. The infielders are deep. They're straight away, and here's the 2-1 delivery. Swinging a ground ball to the second baseman. Punto gets the easy hop, throws him out. And as we go to the bottom of the 5th on a 2-run homer by Napoli, we are tied 2 apiece. Pujols is lined out and hit by a pitch and scored. He scored after Holiday doubled him to third, and Berkman drove him home with a base hit past the first base bag. There's a nice gap in left center for Pacao. Hit 8 home runs during the regular season, and he's a lifetime 243 batsman against this Texas outfit. Third baseman Beltre is in on the grass, and a swing and a tap foul back to the screen. That's how the bottom of the 5th gets underway. C.J. Wilson and Chris Carpenter, the starters in game number 1. First baseman Young is even with the bag, and the pitch in the dirt. Not even the count, 1-1.
The Cardinals had 1 pitcher, 1 starter, go 5 innings in the National League Championship Series. That was Chris Carpenter, and he has equaled that tonight, allowing 2 runs on 4 hits. The Cardinals have 2 runs on 3.
Here's a Steve Wright call, and then it's 1-2. There's a big gap in left center, and Furcal is capable of jamming one up there, and on a 1-2 pitch, it's a breaking pitch in the dirt, and it's even now. Rafael Furcal. He's hit 4 postseason home runs and 15 runs batted in. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. And Furcal takes it way outside, and it's a full count. He's already walked 3, Wilson has. 1 was an intentional pass, and that paid off. And on a 3-2 pitch now, Furcal here in the 5th inning swings and taps it foul. Or he takes a big swing from the right side.
The pitch count for Wilson is at 66.
Cardinal right-handed Carpenter's higher than that. But they'll both go quite a ways tonight if they keep it up like this. 3-2 pitch. Swinging a little pop fly down the right field line. It's going to go foul. One hopping into the seats. We'll do it again. Rafael Furcal. Another 3-2 delivery coming to the Cardinal switch hitter from the right side. He takes all 4. Man, that was a pretty good pitch. And the call goes to Furcal. That walk is number 4, given by C.J. Wilson. Now it's Jay. Jay hit into a double play in the first inning and grounded out his last time up to end the third inning. This might be a good spot to sacrifice, wouldn't you think?
And then if they want to put Albert on, let Holiday and Berkman.
There you go.
And Freeze go after the RBI.
Here's the pitch. Let's see if he's bunting. No, instead to throw to first.
And the Rangers wanted to know.
They'd like the tip off. He did not tip him off. I didn't see a tip off. Did you?
Not until the throw was already over to first base. Did Jay move the bat?
All right, here's the first pitch to the Cardinal center fielder. He's going to bunt, and he does, and it is a beauty. The only play is the first, and the sack is good. It goes 1-3. Perfect bunt. So let's see what they do with Pujols. Will they put him on, or will they work to it?
Robert has fouled a pitch off the instep of the left foot, then was hit by a pitch on the outside part of the foot or near the ankle the last time up. He's still in the game.
All right.
They're going to put him on, Mike.
Yeah, I figured they might. That'll be the 5th walk, the 2nd intentional pass by Wilson. He walked Pujols intentionally in the 4th inning. It paid off as Carpenter struck out. Now they're going to walk him and face Holiday here in the 5th inning in a 2-2 game.
Those who follow the Rangers say that Ron Washington makes more gut moves perhaps than any manager in baseball. Just follows the game situation and goes by his feeling there in the dugout.
No cyber.
Well, I think he has that information at his fingertips if he wants it, but he put up the 4 fingers the moment Jay got the sacrifice. Pujols takes a walk, and now Greg Maddox's brother, Mike Maddox, who went from Milwaukee down to Texas, one of the outstanding pitching coaches in the game. He's on the mound talking to Wilson and Napoli.
He passed a lot of that knowledge on to his brother, didn't he?
Something like that.
Smart guy. Well, I'm giving him all the credit. Greg got enough. True?
It is true, but say Mike's getting a lot of credit.
And rightly so. He should.
He's
A
good.
very, very good pitching coach. All right. Let's see what happens here. 1st and 2nd, 1 out, 2-2 game, 5th inning action. Crowd gets into it. The first pitch for Matt Holliday. Cardinal left fielder sees the pitcher spin, but does not throw down to second base, so he wants another sign. Matt grounded out to the second baseman in the 2nd inning, and then he doubled and scored in the 4th. Time called now as the catcher comes out, and he gives all kinds of signs. We have a game of signs now. It used to be everybody knew what they were going to do. Now they've got to give signs for it.
Call an audible.
That's what he just did. All right, here's the first pitch to Matt. Swinging a double play ball to third, out at second, and out at first. 5-4-3. The second time the Cardinals have hit into a 5-4-3, and it ends the threat in the 5th. And as we go to the 6th, we're still knotted 2 apiece. Here's the first pitch. Steve, right call. What a beautiful pitch that was to Ian Kinsler.
Just saying, go west, young man.
Yeah, don't have to go far. The 20th century, the next delivery. Half swing, and it's just outside and low, and it's 1-1. Carpenter very upset with the home plate umpire. But, you know, it's cold, and that right hand of his is a little sluggish. Here's the next, a little pop fly on the right. It's going to drop for a base hit. It does. And Kinsler is 2 for 3. Was out stealing his first time up. But I think it was a hit and run with the shortstop, Andrus. He was swinging, and they threw him out easily. All right, we'll see what happens here now. The Cardinals have hit into 2 double plays. Texas has hit into 1. Napoli in the second inning, and then Napoli hit a 2-run homer to tie this game in the fifth. We're now in the sixth. And the pitch is it's going to be a bunt, and he fakes the bunt and takes the strike. He wasn't faking, though. I think he was going to bunt. Elvis 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out tonight. Right-handed hitting shortstop. He is set, so is Carpenter, and the 1-0 pitch. He's going to bunt, and he does. It's perfect. The only play for Albert's to the second baseman covering first. It goes 3-4. So the Cardinals had the exact same situation in the bottom of the fifth, where Kyle walked to lead it off. They sacrificed him to second. Then they intentionally walked Pujols, and Holiday hit into a double play ball. Now it's Hamilton at the dish. He has grounded out and struck out. The infielders are deep and straight away. The outfielders are playing the left center. This guy has tremendous power. He hit 25 home runs during the regular season while driving in 94, and he batted 298. And the pitch to him. Inside, ball 1. This might be the same situation as we had earlier when they pitched around Cruz. It might be the same situation. They may not throw Hamilton a strike. See if he'll swing at something out of the zone. And the 1-0 delivery. And at second, go ahead run. Swing and a fly ball into center field. And there's Jay. He makes the catch. The runner tags. And Kinsley will go to third. He'll be there with 2 outs. 46,406 is the paid attendance. 46,406. It's a sellout, naturally. All right, here is Michael Young. He's a cleanup hitter. 11 homers, 106 RBIs while batting .338. He's grounded out twice tonight, both times for Kyle at short. We have a 2-2 game. It's 2-5-0 Texas, 2-3-0 Cardinals. 6th inning action. Man at third, 2 away. And the pitch for Young. Curveball of beauty.
Oh, buckled his knees.
If he can keep that one going, it'll be fun for us and not so much fun for those right-handed batters. That was a beauty. All right. Another one for Young. Swing, tap, foul. He threw a fastball right into his hand.
Right on the thumbs, and on a night like this, that can put some bees in the bat.
Crowd gets into it now. They're waving their rally flags. The pursuit, by the way, has stopped. They had a little light drizzle, but it has ceased. All right. And at third, 2 outs, 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball is fair to the first baseman. Pitcher covers, got him. What a play by Albert Pujols, and right where he was supposed to be is the Cardinal pitcher Carpenter. And I want to tell you something, that was a game saver there. That was a tough play. It went right over the bag. Albert dived for it. He was in foul territory, and Carpenter was right there when he threw to him. 2 of those hits came in the 4th inning. And he fires a low, ball 1. They are straight away on the infield. The outfielders give Berkman the left field line in the pitch outside, and it's a strike call that time, 1-1. Berkman wasn't, well, let's say he's not jumping up and down about that call. And on a 1-1 delivery, Lance takes a half swing, and it's a foul ball. Or he called it a strike. He called that a strike, and that's ridiculous now. I'm going to tell you, that pitch was almost in the dirt. Catcher couldn't catch it. It bounced, and all right. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike delivery now, and Lance Berkman takes it way inside. Evens the count to a pitch. Freeze. And Molina after Lance Berkman looks for his first World Series home run. Swinging a little pop fly, goes to the second baseman. Kinsler is there, backpedaling in the outfield, and he takes care of Lance. One away, bottom of the fourth. 2-5-0 Texas, 2-3-0 Cards. If you heard our pregame chat up there, I, for one, thought that this World Series would be a lot different than the playoffs. That you talked about the bullpen. This is going to be a series of starting pitching, in my mind. And thus far in the first game, that's where we are.
Playing out right now, 2-2 ball game in the bottom of the sixth.
And here's another strike called on a low outside pitch. That's fine if he's going to keep it up. What gets me is how these umpires can change about halfway through the game. Consistency is what makes a great umpire. Here's a pitch in the dirt. 1-1. Here's the 1-1, and Freeze swinging a foul back. Well, earlier we asked you about the auto zone, in the zone poll question, and we have the results for you. We'll give them to you as David Freeze bats here in the sixth inning of a 2-2 game on the delivery. Ooh, it just missed. 2-2. Who's in the zone? Well, there were 4 players you could vote for: Pujols, Cruz, Josh Hamilton, and Matt Holliday. Here's the 2-2 delivery, and David Freeze, Cardinal third baseman, hits it into right center. This is going to get down. It's going to go to the wall, go for extra bases. One hop off the wall, and David's in the second base with a 1-out double, and the Cardinals with a chance to break this 2-2 game open. Hamilton, Cruz, Pujols, and Holliday were the ones you could vote for in the zone. Albert Pujols got 47% of the votes. Nelson Cruz 29%. Josh Hamilton 18%, and Matt Holliday 6%. Brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Well, the 2 guys in the zone right now, Mike Napoli and Lance Berkman, they have 2 runs batted in apiece. And Freeze was in the zone on his line drive to right center field, and he crushed one to center. Just didn't hit it far enough to get it over Hamilton. That was caught on the track back in the fourth.
Now Molina could give the Cardinals lead. Look at that gap in left center. Big gap out there. Time called now as Napoli wants to talk to his left-hander. The Cardinals have their bullpen busy. Fernando Salas is up throwing. Carpenter with a chance to bat here in the bottom of this sixth inning. Punto is on deck, and Carpenter bats behind him. Man at second, 1 out. Sixth inning, 2-2 game. And Molina, who has grounded to the shortstop on both occasions, is at the plate. Freeze gets a big lead from second, and here's the first pitch to Molina. Swinging a pop foul out of play over the Cardinal dugout. Strike 1. John is going to run over the out-of-town scores for you.
Yeah, 2-1, 5-4, 18-3.
It's nice. You know, when you look up on the out-of-town scoreboard and there's nothing there, you're in the right game.
This is the only show in town right now.
All right. Molina sets. And the pitch from Wilson. Swinging a ground ball foul as he chased the pitch out of the strike zone on the inside the park. Most of the folks have come tonight and brought their stocking caps, their sweaters, jackets, blankets. The guy that really loves this weather is up here in the booth with us. Mike Claiborne. He loves this whole weather. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Molina. Inside, wild ball pitched back to the screen, and over to third goes Cruz. That is a big, big play here. That pitch was really in the dirt, and Napoli had no chance. We owe you a station break. Let's take it now. This is the Cardinals Baseball Network.
Cardinal Baseball is
Hi, this is Mark McGuire of the St. Louis Cardinals.
on the man of the hour, Mark McGuire.
You're listening to Cardinals Baseball on Sirius XM.
Baseball on KMOX HD, KZK HD3 St. Louis.
Now the infield has to come in for the play at the plate. Freeze at third base, 1 out. Punto on deck. 2-2 game. Listen to the crowd. They're into it now. Molina's in the hole with a 1-2 count. The delivery. Swing and a foul past third. He jammed him again. Fastball right in on his thumbs. Molina, during the regular season, drove in 65. Hit 14 homers and batted over 300. They have action in their bullpen also. Molina walks back in now. Infielders in for the play at the plate. Man at third. 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Molina swinging a foul. Another pitch out of the strike zone, but Yachty's going to let her rip.
And they have Alexi Ogando, a hard-throwing right-hander, an all-star as a starter, but he has gone to the bullpen for the postseason.
Oganda throwing in their bullpen. Salas in the Cardinal bullpen. And another pitch for Molina. He could break this 2-2 tie. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a high, hard one. And it's going to take a 2-out something from Punto, although I would think they're going to walk him again, wouldn't you?
I would think so, and that would give Alan Craig a shot, perhaps, at breaking up this 2-2 tie.
That strikeout is the 4th, so he's walked 5, 2 intentionally, and he has struck out 4. And the catcher's out there, the shortstop's out there. And we'll see if they're going to pitch to Punto or not. Carpenter comes on deck.
It's a hard-throwing Texas bullpen, but Cardinals are a pretty good fastball-hitting team.
All right, it appears they're going to work to Punto, but I would imagine they're going to be careful. A curve in the dirt. Wow. Blocked by Napoli. He keeps Freeze at third. He's there with 2 outs.
That's the risk of trying to pitch around the guy with the pitcher's spot up next. One might go back to the screen. The run comes in anyway.
If Punto reaches, they'll pinch hit, I believe.
I think so, Mike.
Even though Carpenter's throwing well here. All right, here's the 1-0 pitch. In the dirt again, it's blocked by Napoli. That's twice now that he's blocked him. He's had 1 wild pitch in this inning.
He's trying to throw another one away. Looked like Napoli wanted the pitch up. That was in the dirt.
New supply of baseballs for the home plate umpire. All right, a new baseball to the mound. C.J. Wilson stands on, looks in, gets the sign. And the 2-0 pitch now. Way outside. They're going to walk it.
Why wouldn't you just put him on?
Well, that's how they play the game nowadays. They want to try to trick you. See if you go for 1 out of the strike zone. 3-0 count. He's swinging. I'd say he has the red light if he wants it, the green light rather. And he walks him. All right, that's walk number 6. And Cardinals will pinch hit. It'll be Alan Craig. So Craig as a pinch hitter here in the 6th. For Carpenter, 6 innings. 2 runs, 5 hits, struck out 4. And in the walk department, he issued just the 1, and he erased him in a double play ball. Salas is the Cardinal pitcher in the bullpen.
Craig was 7 for 22 as a pinch hitter during the regular season with a homer and 4 runs batted in. He had a couple of pinch hits off LaTroy Hawkins.
And here comes their manager, Washington, headed very slowly to the mound as everybody is on the mound already. And has he given the sign? No, I thought he pointed to him. He walks up into the mound, gets in on the conversation. Ten in the 3rd innings, he's given just 4 hits and 1 run.
He's pitching in his 13th career postseason game with 2 earned runs on 9 hits. He's allowed a couple of home runs. He has a 1.10 career postseason ERA.
The first pitch is way outside, ball 1. Alan Craig, he is the man at the plate. 2-2 is the score. Bottom of the 6th. Runners at 1st and 3rd. 2 on, 2 outs.
Craig is 2 for 4 this postseason as a pinch hitter with 2 RBIs.
He's set. They give him left center and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss as he took a swing right through a fastball at 96 miles per hour. That big was right in at the knees. Ogando gets another sign. Comes set. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss on a high delivery that time at 97 miles per hour. So he's missed a low one at 96 and a high one at 97. See if the Cardinals want to try to steal a run here. They're at the corner. The 0-2. Swinging a line drive into the right field corner. Josh Hamilton. No, it's Cruz. He dives. He can't get it. It's safe. In comes a 1 run, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. It's 3-2. Why, oh why, did not Punto? Well, he went all the way to 3rd. They stopped him there. Freeze gets the high fives. And what a base hit by Craig. A diving try by Cruz. He got a glove on it, knocked it down, and saved it from going to the wall. He missed it with his glove, and luckily the ball hit his foot. I mean, it hit his leg as he was diving for it. Otherwise, that thing had gone to the wall, and it might have been an inside the park home run. So now it's 1st and 3rd again, and the Cardinals are leading 3-2.
Now Percal can bat left-handed with a right-hander in the game.
Percal has walked twice and struck out. And with 2 on and 2 out, the first pitch to him, curve, and it's a strike call. Good pitch right in on his hand. So it is a Punto over at 3rd. And Craig on at first base. 2 outs. 3-2 Cardinals. Hits are even now, 5 apiece. And the next. Inside and low.
Well, how about Craig as a pinch hitter? 3 out of 5 this postseason with 3 RBIs.
You know, Cruz made an unbelievable play just getting to that ball.
Just to get over there and keeping his body in front of the ball saved another run for sure.
Here's the 1-1 pitch now for Kyle. Swinging a foul back, and boy, did he have a Sunday cut at that baby. What a rip. Wow. Yeah, he got a little fortunate. He missed the ball with his glove, but it hit his left leg as he was sliding.
Ogando has some movement with that 95 plus fastball.
He's a tough cookie. And the pitch, swinging a little number foul back to the screen, out of play. Don't forget now, if you're coming to St. Louis for the World Series, whether it be Game 2 tomorrow or Game 6 and 7 if need be, take a Budweiser Brewery tour. If you need more information, visit BudweiserTours.com. All right, Furcal would like to tour the bases. Here's the 1-ball 2-strike delivery. Headed home. Nope, he fakes the third and looks at first.
Pretty close to a balk on that, Mike.
Nah, they don't call it anymore. I don't think you'll see it unless it's really flagrant in the World Series.
Boy, his shoulders were still squared up toward the plate when he made the move toward third.
And now he delivers. The runner goes, swinging a long one into right center. Get up, baby. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. At the wall, and it's caught by Cruz. 400-plus feet. Right at the wall, and he hauls it down. Boy, that guy has really played some fine defense in this inning.
Here we go with Beltre, a double, a single, and a run scored while facing Carpenter. Salas works from the first base side of the rubber, out of the stretch. The pitch is swung out and fouled back to the screen. 89-mile-an-hour fastball up in the zone. Fernando Salas, a closer for some time with the Cardinals. He saved 24 games. Went 5-6, a 2.28 ERA during the regular season. Here's a check swing on a pitch up and in. Obviously, Beltre was expecting something out over the plate and had to do a little dance to hold up that swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-hander facing right-hander. The pitch by Salas. Beltre rips it hard foul down the left field line as Salas has been up in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Cardinals got 2 in the 4th inning on a base hit by Lance Berkman. And Mike Napoli hit a home run, his first World Series home run, 2-run shot in the 5th inning, tying it up. And the Cardinals got a pinch single from Alan Craig to put the Redbirds back on top 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Now we're in the top of the 7th inning, 1-2 on Adrian Beltre. Salas from the stretch deals. Beltre wraps it foul behind their third base coach, Dave Anderson. Coaching over at first base, Gary Pettis. The speedster played much of his career with the Angels. Salas leans in. Okays the sign from his catcher Yadier Molina. The pitch upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So we have the bullpens in the game. Carpenter gave up 2 runs, 5 hits over 6 innings. C.J. Wilson 3 runs on 4 hits over 5 2/3. 6 walks, 2 intentional walks, 4 strikeouts, a hit batter, and a wild pitch. 94 pitches, 50 strikes for Wilson. Here's a ground ball past the mound to the second baseman. Punto has it and throws out Adrian Beltre. Nice sinker that time by Fernando Salas. Michael Gonzalez warms up in the bullpen for the Texas Rangers. He's a lefty. Now Nelson Cruz. Cruz has a walk and a strikeout. He gets his first look at Fernando Salas. Wide open stance for Nelson Cruz. He has had a World Series home run in his career. The pitch. A swing and a line drive into center. That's going to settle in there for a hit. Played on the second bounce by John Jay. A wide turn by Cruz. He goes back to the bag with a 1-out single. And here's Mike Napoli. Napoli picked on a pitch up. And boy, did he pound it for a home run way back in the right field seats. Napoli is grounded into a double play and hit his 4th career postseason home run. Dave Duncan, the Cardinal manager, the Cardinal pitching coach, I should say, is on his way out to the mound while Cardinal manager Tony La Russa down in the first base dugout gets somebody busy in the bullpen. And that pitcher is lefty Mark Zepchinski. Zepchenski warms up under the watchful eye of Derek Lilliquist, the bullpen coach out there. Dave Duncan heads back to the dugout. Tony La Russa has won world championships with the '89 A's, winning the Earthquake World Series, the '06 Cardinals. And the Cardinals and Rangers are playing Game 1 of the World Series here in 2011. Ron Washington manages the Rangers. Tony La Russa is in the Cardinal dugout. Well, the man on the pitch. Napoli takes inside, ball 1. Mike was talking about Napoli's season earlier. 320 with 30 homers and 75 RBIs. He just unloaded on a high fastball out over the plate, hitting a home run to right field in the 5th inning. Carp got him to hit into a double play ball back in the 2nd. Salas would take that right here. The pitch inside, 2-0. Left-handed batting David Murphy is on deck. Fernando Salas leans in, reading signs. Now he straightens, a look over the shoulder, and now the pitch. Here's a pitch over the plate, called a ball, a little low. Over but low for ball 3, 3-0. Napoli wears a batter's shin guard on the left leg. Nelson Cruz got a base hit after Beltre grounded out. Now the 3-0 pitch to Mike Napoli, up and in. And Napoli takes a walk. The tying run, Cruz, goes to second. And David Murphy is coming up. Murphy is lined out to second and struck out. Zepchenski is throwing in the bullpen. He'll be throwing in the game here shortly. We have a pitching change. Dave Duncan was out there earlier. And Tony La Russa makes the move to the bullpen as he crosses the first baseline.
Gentry's been pretty good in the 7 postseason games. He's 4 out of 10 with an RBI.
So he's going to bat for their left fielder, David Murphy. Yadier Molina steps out in front of the plate, motions to his infielders and to Zepchenski. Zepchenski climbs to the pitching rubber, and Gentry steps out of the circle around home plate on the grass, taking a practice swing, and to the batter's box he goes. After a ground out, Cruz got a base hit and then Napoli walked. That was it for Salas. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Zepchenski this year with Toronto and with the Cardinals has been a lot more effective against the left-handed hitters. Zep takes a look at second. The pitch low, ball 1. Octavio Dotel warms up in the bullpen for the Cardinals, backing up Zepchenski. Nogando, the relief pitcher in the game now, comes out to the on-deck area. The Rangers have 2 on with 1 out. Zep with a look to second. Another look. Kick and now step off as he turns and just looks to Cruz at second base. Cruz has a safe lead away from second base. The Cardinal shortstop, Rafael Furcal, second baseman Nick Punto, equal distance away from the bag. From the high set, here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip into Yadier's mitt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gentry during the regular season had a homer, 13 RBIs, a .271 average. And he can run. Ogando swings the bat in the on-deck area. They have a left-hander getting ready in their bullpen. The runners lead from first and second, the 1-1. A swing and a foul. That was a breaking ball up. Gentry waited but fouls it back, 1-2. Gonzalez, the left-hander, throws. Their left-handed starter, C.J. Wilson, was tagged for 3 runs on 4 hits over 5 2/3. The fans come to life here at Busch Stadium. They wave the rally towels. Trying to rally behind Mark Zipchinski. Facing Craig Gentry. 1-2 on Gentry with 2 on. Now the pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. He got him with a slider. And Ogando is being called back for a pinch hitter. Kinsler comes out to the on-deck circle and greets the Texas pinch hitter, who puts the weight on the bat. And this is going to be Esteban Herman. Esteban Herman will bat for Ogando, who worked a third of an inning, giving up 1 hit. And that hit was a pinch single by Alan Craig, driving in the go-ahead run. So Ogando lost an inherited runner. Zipchinski has inherited Cruz at second, Napoli at first base. 2 outs now after Gentry struck out. And here is Herman, German. Esteban, a right-handed batter, and Cardinal pitching coach Dave Duncan jogs out of the dugout, going out to the mound again. Dave was out there talking with the Cardinal first reliever this inning, Fernando Salas, and goes over how they want to pitch to Herman. A lot of talk about Zipchinski becoming a starting pitcher in the Cardinal plans down the road. Now, if that's the case, he's going to have to get the right-handers out as well as the left-handers. But Tony La Russa is very high on this young left-handed pitcher from California. He got Gentry on a called third strike. Now he goes after Herman, trying to protect a 3-2 Cardinal lead. The pitch to the pinch hitter. Strike call. Herman bats for Ogando. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. The runners lead at first and second. 3-2 Cardinals. We're in the 7th. The pitch on the way. Swing and a foul into the catcher's mitt. 0-2. And the Cardinal fans stand here at Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis.
His first at bat since the 25th of September.
Esteban Herman. Zipchinski has him 0-2. Ron Washington's not a big pinch hitter, and with the DH over in the American League, he doesn't have to. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Yachty picks the ball out of the dirt and tags Herman. That ends the top of the 7th inning. Zipchinski came on with Cruz at second, Napoli at first. He struck out pinch hitter Craig Gentry, then struck out a second pinch hitter, Esteban Herman. Gonzalez is the new pitcher for the Texas Rangers. He's a left-hander. The center fielder, John Jay, will be the first up. Lefty against lefty. They have a right-hander warming in their bullpen, with Albert Pujols, Matt Holliday coming up. Berkman a switch hitter after that. And Scott Feldman is the right-hander throwing. Michael Gonzalez. He turned 33 at the end of September. The left-hander's pitch. Jay shows bunt, pulling back to take a strike. 90-mile-an-hour fastball on the inside corner. Gonzalez was with the Pittsburgh Pirates, then Atlanta, Baltimore. He pitched 7 games for Texas this year after leaving the Orioles, pitching 49 with them. All in relief. A former closer. A swing and a ground ball to the shortstop. The throw across by Andrus is low, but picked out of the dirt by Young. One gone here in the 7th. Let's pause for station identification on the Cardinals Baseball Network.
Hi, this is Lance Berkman of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Another home run for Berkman. Man, he's murdering these guys.
You're listening to Cardinals Baseball on Sirius XM.
Ball on KMOX HD, KZK HD3 St. Louis.
Scott Feldman is getting the call from the bullpen. Ron Washington goes to the mound, takes the ball from Gonzalez, who retired the left-handed batting John Jay on a ground out. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Geico. .705 for the first pitch. Our pregame show begins at 5:30 on KMOX.
So Feldman, with this being his 5th postseason game, 1-0, and they're hitting just a .07 against him.
He came up with Texas back in '05. Lives in Burlingame, California, right over there by the San Francisco airport. 6'7", 230 pounds. He throws about 90, 92 miles an hour, has a sinker, a cutter, curveball, throws a changeup. Won 17 games in 2009 for the Rangers. Last year hurt his knee. The pitch to Albert Pujols. A strike over the inside corner at 92 miles an hour. So Gonzalez got his man, left-handed batting John Jay, and now it's Feldman in the game. The third pitcher out of the bullpen following their starter C.J. Wilson. Here's the one-strike pitch. Albert checks his swing and takes a slider that's off the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pujols tonight has been hit by a pitch, walked, lined out, and scored a run. Pujols takes outside and on the corner. Looked like a low pitch. It's called a strike, 1-2. They play Albert to pull infield and outfield. Kinsler is behind second base. The pitch upstairs. 2-2. Kinsler's the second baseman. Their shortstop is Andrus. Just about a step and a half off the line at third, Adrian Beltre. Young plays off the first base line. 2-2 for Albert Pujols. Feldman deals. Albert takes low. That one kicks away from Napoli. 3-2 on Pujols. The Cardinals are trying to add to their 3-2 lead as they bat in the 7th inning with 1 out. The Redbirds got 2 in the 4th on a Berkman hit. Napoli hit a 2-run homer in the 5th to tie it for the Rangers. And Alan Craig gave the Cardinals the lead with a 2-out pinch hit single in the 6th inning. Pujols swings and he rips it to center field. Slipping is Gentry, but he gets up and makes the catch. Gentry recovered in time to get the out on Pujols. And here's Matt Holliday. Holliday is grounded out, double and score, and grounded into a double play. Albert hit the ball so high that it didn't matter that Gentry stumbled, took a knee, and he was able to spring to his feet and make the catch for the 2nd out. So nobody on base. Gentry, the center fielder, moves way over toward right field, leaving a gap out by the Budweiser sign in left center. The pitch to Holliday, half swing and a strike. 93 on the fastball from Scott Feldman. Raining again here in downtown St. Louis. Light rain falling. The Cardinals and Rangers play on here in Game 1 of the World Series. The 1-strike pitch, swing and a miss. 90-mile-an-hour sinking fastball low and outside. That had Holliday going around. Like you were saying, Mike, the first look, these Cardinal hitters at the Texas bullpen.
Yeah, for most of them.
For most of them.
And
or the first look in a long time for the others.
Exactly right. It's so important, though, to see a guy. And like you say, if you haven't seen him for a while, many of these pitchers have changed.
And they've had a chance to pitch under Mike Maddox. Maddox is the pitching coach for Ron Washington. 0-2 on Holliday. The pitch in the dirt, and that bounces off Napoli's chest protector. Nobody on base and 2 outs in the 7th. Looking ahead to the Rangers' eighth inning, they'll have the top of the order up. Ian Kinsler, Elvis Andrus, and Josh Hamilton, who has moved from center to left field. Feldman dirted the breaking ball about a foot out in front of home plate for ball one. So it's 1-2 on Holiday. The sidestep, the kick, the tall right-hander brings it in. Outside, 2-2. Jaime Garcia and Colby Lewis, a Cardinal lefty against the Rangers right-hander. 7:05 for Game 2 of the World Series right here at Busch Stadium tomorrow night. The 2-2 pitch to Matt Holliday. Swing and a line drive caught by the second baseman Kinsler. 5 saves in 6 save opportunities, 25 games over the years. His pitch to the top of the order, breaking ball, strike. A slider over to Ian Kinsler. We're playing in the 8th inning. The Cardinals lead 3-2. Dotel is the third Cardinal reliever following Chris Carpenter. The pitch by Dotel, half swing and a comebacker. Dotel from the base of the mound lobs to Pujols. Kinsler is out. 1-3. All 3 Garden View Care Centers have a limited number of newly renovated and beautifully decorated assisted living suites available right now. Skilled nursing is also available on site from the Garden View Care Center pros. See for yourself. Take a tour. Give them a call. Garden View Care Centers. 636-449-7575. 636-449-7575 or online at gvcc.com. Elvis Andrus is a right-handed batter. The Rangers shortstop takes a fastball for a strike at 91 miles an hour. Andrus has gone 0 for 4 facing Dotel. Beltre and Cruz have hit home runs over the years against Dotel. Now the pitch. Check swing strike anyway. 92 on the gun reading, 0-2. Mike Adams, he was acquired late in the year by the Rangers. He warms up in their bullpen. Arthur Rhodes has been throwing in the Cardinal bullpen. 3-2 Cardinals. 1 out, 8th inning. Here's Dotel with the pitch. Strike 3 call on the outside corner. Dotel strikes out Andrus. 2 outs in the 8th, and Tony wants to bring Rhodes in to face Josh Hamilton. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Geico. Jason Mott warms up in the Cardinal bullpen. Right-handed hitters Young, Beltre, Cruz, Napoli are coming up after Hamilton. Arthur Rhodes, he's in the Rangers press guide for 2011. Pitching for the Cardinals, wearing the birds on the bat in the postseason. Rhodes working from the third base side of the rubber. Nobody on base. The pitch to Hamilton. Up and in, ball 1. The MVP in the American League last year, Hamilton. He's 0 for 2 facing Rhodes. The pitch, and that's taken outside, ball 2. A close call goes to Hamilton. Lefty facing lefty. Dotel got Kinsler on a check swing comebacker to the mound, and then struck out Andrus. The 2-0 pitch. Hamilton swings. He was jammed and fouls it off. 2-1. The Cardinals lead 3-2. We're in the 8th inning. Mott is getting ready in the bullpen. Adams is warm in the bullpen for the Rangers. The pitch. Hamilton takes ball 3 up and in. Pujols is guarding the line at first base. Punto plays a step in from the outfield grass at second. Up the middle of the infield at shortstop, it's Rafael Furcal. Off the line at third, Daniel Descalso. The outfielders are deep, and they play Hamilton toward left center. Now the pitch to Hamilton. A swing and a foul. 3-2 with 2 outs. And the Cardinal fans come to life at Busch Stadium. A sellout crowd of 46,406 for Game 1 of the 2011 World Series on Wednesday, October 19th, 2011. Here's Rhodes with the sign. The 3-2 pitch to Josh Hamilton. A swing and a fly ball center field. There's John Jay. He has it. Dotel and Rhodes got the job done. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Rangers. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning in Game 1 of the World Series.
They're combined 0 for 5. You have Napoli, he's 0 for 2. Trainer's 0 for 2. And Torabella's 0 for 1. That's fresh take.
Here is Lance Berkman facing Feldman. A swing and a foul off the end of the bat. A foul ball off to the left. Mott will be looking at Michael Young, Adrian Beltre, then Nelson Cruz. After that, Napoli. The center fielder Craig Gentry bats 8th, and the pitcher spot is 9th. Feldman occupies that now. Here's the pitch. Over but low. That's in the dirt. New baseball on the way to the mound to Scott Feldman. Feldman facing Berkman. Lance tonight has 1 hit in 3 at bats. He drove in the first 2 runs of the World Series with a single to right field in the 4th. The pitch to Lance, and that's inside. Berkman has gone 3 for 9 while facing Feldman. And again, we remind you that Lance with Houston used to play Texas a lot in interleague play. The pitch to Berkman. Upstairs. 3-1. The Cardinals are looking for insurance. A 3-2 lead. It has been a 3-2 ball game, St. Louis, since Craig got a base hit with 2 outs. He was up as a pinch hitter batting for Chris Carpenter in the 6th inning. The sidestep, the kick, the tall right-hander brings it home, and Berkman pops it up. It goes foul, out of play, off to the left. No play at all for Adrian Beltre. The ball goes over the third base dugout. If you're coming to St. Louis for the World Series, why not plan a Budweiser Brewery Tour? For more information, visit BudweiserTours.com. 3-2 on Berkman. Hit 31 regular season home runs, 22 of those on the road. Now the pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Diving play. Kinsler's throw. Save! The throw was up the right field line. Young had to leave first base. There's an infield hit for Berkman leading off the 8th inning. He's 2 out of 4. Kinsler had his momentum going towards center field with a diving catch. An off-balance throw was offline. And now Daniel Descalso. Descalso came in to play third base for David Freese. But at the plate this year, Daniel did a little bit of everything. Hit 10 sacrifice bunts, 3 sacrifice flies. He hit .264. Drove in 28 runs. But he is good at getting a bunt down. The Cardinals would love another run. A left-hander warms up for the Rangers while Feldman works from the belt. The pitch. Descalso shows bunt and bunts it toward the pitcher. Waving off the pitcher. Napoli gets to it. Throws to Kinsler covering first base. A sacrifice 2-4. With Berkman at second. 1 away. Veteran lefty Darren Oliver. One-time pitch for the Cardinals. He's been with the Rangers 3 or 4 times in his career. He warms up in the bullpen. Good bunt by Descalso. He deadened the ball just enough, placing it out in front of the plate, where Feldman had no play at second base.
You don't think they'd walk him now, do you? They might.
They're going to pitch to Yadier Molina. Molina's 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs and a strikeout. Yadi. This crowd at Busch Stadium chanting the Cardinal catcher's first name. A swing and a foul off to the right. 0-1 on Molina. On deck, it's Punto. Punto's gone 1 for 5. His career facing Feldman. Punto's pacing near the on-deck circle while Yadier Molina digs in. The pitch by Feldman. A check swing. Breaking ball outside. 1-1 on the Cardinal catcher. Berkman got a base hit. An infield hit. He was sacrificed to second by Descalzo. Here's Feldman from the belt. A look to second. The kick and the pitch. Molina hits a broken back ground ball to Andrews, the shortstop, who throws out Yadier at first. Berkman takes third. He's over there with 2 outs. Well, the Cardinals got a big 2-out run in the 6th inning. Let's pause for station identification. Nick Punto walking toward home plate. The Cardinals lead by 1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th on the Cardinals Baseball Network.
Way back toward the bullpen. It's a goner for Holiday.
Hi, this is Matt Holiday of the St. Louis Cardinals. You're listening to Cardinals Baseball on Sirius XM.
3522.
Cardinal Baseball on KMOX HD, KZK HD3 St. Louis.
Along with Mike Shannon, I'm John Rooney at Busch Stadium. Game 1 of the 2011 World Series. Here's Punto with the runner at third. Punto swings and misses a curveball in the dirt.
Boy, this would be a big 2-out RBI if he could get it, wouldn't it? Ooh.
Well, a huge 2-out RBI in the 6th inning put the Cardinals back on top. Skip Schumacher comes out to the on-deck circle. Skip was not active for the National League Championship Series with a sore toe and an oblique injury.
Hey, did you listen to that?
1 strike with 2 outs. Punto chokes the bat an inch or 2. The pitch up and in, a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nick steps away from home plate. Switch hitter batting left-handed here against Feldman. And as I mentioned, Punto has gone 1 for 5 while facing Feldman. Nick played for the Minnesota Twins before joining the Cardinals this year. The 1-1. Swing and a shot, just foul back of first down the right field line. So close to an RBI hit.
Wow.
He just missed the first base bag by inches. He got around just a shade early. 1-2 on Punto.
Good call by Greg Gibson, the first base umpire. He was right on top of it, wasn't he?
Gibson will have the plate tomorrow night when the Cardinals play game 2 against the Rangers. Punto settles back in. 1-2. Feldman works from the windup with 2 outs and Berkman at third base. The sidestep, the kick, the tall right-hander's pitch. Inside, a check swing by Punto. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
How about a balk? He's working off the windup, but you don't see that very much nowadays, do you?
No. Working from the windup, Feldman will take a look over to third base and then pitch, but why not dirt one here and get it past Napoli? Here's the 2-2 pitch. Punto takes high and wide, ball 3.
He's got Skip Schumacher on deck, and they have the lefty Oliver loosening in the bullpen.
3-2 Cardinals. Berkman is at third base with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Mott will pitch the 9th. Here's the pitch by Feldman. Punto takes strike 3. A breaking ball let her high.
That was a good call.
Feldman leaves Berkman at third base. The Cardinals have stranded 8 tonight.
It is Michael Young to lead it off. Young is 0 for 3. He's grounded out all 3 times. Cardinals lead 3-2. And the first pitch is a strike call. Then at the knees, a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Cardinals got 2 in the 4th. Napoli homered to tie it in the 5th. Here's a ground ball back to Mott. Nice play as he leaps, gloves, throws, 1 down and 2 to go. Cardinals came back. The 2 runs driven in by Berkman in the 4th inning, and then a pinch single by Craig to drive home run number 3 in the 6th. We're now in the 9th. And the Cardinals are using their 6th pitcher of the evening. Here is Beltre. Visit the online shop of the St. Louis Cardinals at cardinals.com, and you get the largest selection of, here's a ground ball to 3rd. Big hop. Descalzo fires. 2 down and 1 to go. Beltre never left home plate. He's going to say that it was a foul ball, but I think he's going to lose this one. He's still at home plate. And he says the ball hit him. And he's probably right. If they take a look at this one, they might find something out. On the replay, it looks like it just might have touched his toe. I'm not sure.
It's hard to tell from the 2 angles we've seen.
So Washington's out there arguing about it. He wants to see the baseball. They're going to show it to him. And he says, no, sir, it did not hit him. 2 down and 1 to go. Telling you about the online shop of the St. Louis Cardinals at cardinals.com. Get the largest selection of authentic postseason caps, t-shirts, jerseys, and more. Easy to navigate and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, only at cardinals.com. Washington's still arguing with the home plate umpire, and now he walks away. The replay shows that it hit him, but it's almost impossible to see with the naked eye. Here is Nelson Cruz. Cruz has walked, struck out, and single. Cardinals lead it 3-2. And the first pitch to Cruz, headed home. Breaking ball just outside the low, just missed. 2-6-0 Texas, 3-6-0 Cards. And another for Cruz. Swing and a foul back on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. He was right on it. Cruz in postseason play, 289 average, 12 homers, 24 RBIs. 6 of those homers and 13 of those RBIs came in the American League Championship Series. Here's the 1-1 from Mott to Cruz. Outside, ball 2. Boy, this guy's seeing the ball very well, isn't he? Nelson Cruz. Woo.
Well, he looks locked in. He's had a good game tonight at the plate with a walk. He struck out swinging, then got a base hit off Salas back in the 7th.
The 2-1 delivery. Here it is. Swing and a foul tip. Cardinals within a strike of going 1 game up on the Texas Ball Club in this 2011 World Series. Listen to this crowd. Mott gets a new one. Rubs it up. Stands on. Tugs at the cap. Looks in. Gets the sign. Cruz, the dangerous right-handed batter, is set. The 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Half swing, and he holds up just in time. It's a full count. He'll be looking for that heater on this one. Woo! Baby, that thing just missed. Will he throw him another 3-2 breaking ball, or will he try to go right after it? All he can do is tie it. He can't beat you. The 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a foul back. He went right after him. A 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and Cruz was right on it, fouled it back. We'll do it again. Mott gets a new one. He's taken care of the first 2. Cardinals lead it 3-2. No one on, 2 outs. 9th inning action. Mott is set. Has his sign. Long look. Now he's ready, and the batter, Cruz, calls time and steps out. The on-deck man is Mike Napoli, who tied this game with a 2-run homer back in the 5th. We're now in the 9th. No one on, 2 outs, 3-2 pitch. Crew, swing, and a fly ball into left center. This could be trouble. There's the Cardinal left fielder, Holiday. He takes it in, and the Redbirds win this one 3-2. The Cardinals take a 1-0 lead in the World Series for 2011.